What is up, everybody? How the hell are you doing tonight? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. This was impromptu. Hell yes it was. Hell yes it was. But, you know, I was thinking to myself, it's 11 o'clock at night, actually 11:30, on the East Coast. Bored, tired, indifferent to most things going on in the world today. And you know what? I just want to fucking play some Skyrim. I don't think I'm sitting in the right. There we go. Alright, we'll move this over here. I guess. I don't know if this... Why is the camera never in the thing is never in the... Okay, it is, kind of. But I'm always... Apparently I'm always leaning a little bit to the left. Yeah. Or the right. Whichever side I choose, Frodo Baggins. How are y'all doing tonight? Welcome to the Gctv Randomcast. I'm your host, Master of Ceremonies, Darkside Rob, and as always, I'm adjusting my microphone. So you mean to say it's entirely possible that you just fall asleep at random? Yes. In fact, most of the shit I do is random. Are you new? This thing's called the fucking Randomcast for a reason, troll. You've been here, you see what happens here. Also, how do you like the new chat bubble? When somebody types something in the chat, it actually shows up in the chat. It's fucking amazing. I knew here. What are this? Honestly, if you're asking me, I will be the last person to know. And the first person to make something up as an excuse to why I don't know. All I know is that I don't know that I know that I don't know that I know what I don't know. Lemon Oreos? What are lemon Oreos? Those sound intriguing and disgusting at the same time, Amber. Good to see you, Amber. How are you doing? Flops in with lemon Oreos. Oh, so how's everybody doing tonight? Hello and welcome to the Gctv Randomcast. I'm your host, Master of Ceremonies, Darkside Rob. This is a very late night show where we are going to be playing some Skyrim for probably like 3 hours or so. Maybe 4. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I definitely wanted to get that mission that I was in the middle of, that quest that I was in the middle of done the other night, but I was like, I just couldn't keep going. They are intriguing and disgusting. So then why on earth are you... I'm confused. So they're good? They're bad? They're neither? Lemon Oreos just sound strange to me. So is it like the regular color Oreo with like lemon meringue in the middle of them? The fuck do you have them for? That's the next question. I mean, why not have them? They taste like vanilla with lemon pie filling. That's not terrible. I mean, I like a good lemon meringue. Bama, sweetheart, how the hell are you doing? Hey, all, tonight is not a good night for me. Oh, Bama, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can distract you from whatever ails you this evening. I hate hearing when my viewers are having a bad night. I'll try to do what I can to lighten the mood. Good to see you, though. Welcome in. My mother wanted some. My uncle brought 2 packs of them. Ah, shit. Bama, I'm so sorry. There's very little, unfortunately, that I can say other than my thoughts and prayers are with you and yours. I'm so sorry. I really am. My condolences. I hope you can come in here and take a load off and watch me play Skyrim poorly and maybe get a few chuckles out of it. So horrible. So sorry about that. Gave one while the other shared with my aunt and grandmother. Trust me, there will be a lot you can do tonight. I came because I know you can make me laugh and smile. aim to entertain. Speaking of which, not speaking of that, but speaking of other things that I can talk about to entertain. Yes, until my character in Skyrim gets hit by a giant axe and gets catapulted into space. And I'm just going, whee! Because that's always funny. That's never not. Absolutely hysterical. But here's a funny thing that happened tonight. So I'm sort of like 3 weeks into this not drinking thing, because I'm not drinking in the entire month of March. I do this like every year or so just to sort of like reset the chronometers, you know, just like get everything that's in my body sort of back in line. Like, you know, maybe you could drink like a little bit less than you do, because I'm a big Scotch fan, I'm a big beer fan, I like wine. You know, there are things that I like to drink. And honestly, I have been doing so fucking well up until today, and then about an hour ago, I was just like, fuck, I want some whiskey. Like, my day could not continue until I had a shot of something. Vodka, whiskey, scotch, I don't know what the fuck it is. I have not wanted a drink for the entire time that I've been doing this, and then for some reason, the dam broke tonight. I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna have like 14 chocolates and like a bit of popcorn, have some more food. I gotta eat stuff. I just gotta have something, because I either that or I'm gonna go out and buy a bottle of whiskey now. I was like, no, Rob, you're not. You're not doing that, because you're staying true to this pledge you made, okay? And believe me, I am not good at doing that shit. Like, I'm always like, no, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm like, 3 days later, I'm just like, I'm back to eating chocolates again. I mean, it took me ages. It took me fucking years and years and years to quit smoking, because I was like, I'm not picking up another cigarette again. Then I'd go out with my friends and be like, can I bum a cigarette? And they're like, didn't you quit? I'm like, did I quit? Nah, I'm no quitter. Come on. Give me that fucking cigarette. So yeah, so for like an hour, I was just like, okay, I gotta find other shit to do with my time so that I don't ruin this. And I ended up writing for like an hour. Like, I came up, like, I have a book here. It's much like my D&D book, but I write ideas for things that I want to write, or musical ideas or script ideas, and I just wrote in this fucking book for like an hour and a half. And I just read it back recently, and I was like, that's some good fucking writing. And you know what? Didn't break my pledge, so I'm good. Fucking made it work. Woo! I feel good about it too, because I'm still on the rails. I'm still on the wagon for one more week. I actually got 2 more weeks to go, and then it'll be my birthday. I'm gonna party with some friends, gonna have a good time. Not get supremely fucked up, but be able to break that pledge and go, I feel good, man. I feel good, baby. Because sometimes you just need that thing that sort of just keeps you moving forward, man. But that was a rough hour of like, nope. Gotta do what I said I was gonna do. Soul Pal, look at those fucking, why the hell are the emotes not working? Oh god, I gotta reset the thing to work. And please, you know what? Ladies and germs, can we throw up some fucking, can we throw up? That's phrasing. Can we throw some Rob hearts up in the chat? We need a couple people, we have a couple people in the chat tonight who could use some hearts. If we could spread the chat, fill the chat with some Rob heart. A bunch of them. Let's put a bunch in the chat right now for everybody who needs some good heartfelt heartening. Need a lot of hearts in the channel right now. So you mean to tell me my mention of scotch last night to you is why you wanted whiskey? So this is my fault? Yes, troll. But of course, I always blame my mods for everything, so... especially you. Carpenter, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh, man. It's good to see all of you. It's really good to see all of you. I'm sorry I didn't start earlier this evening, but yeah, I was having an evening. This was, I mean, good news. Got back to the gym today. My cat's feeling better. My family and I are doing some cool shit, and I didn't break my pledge. And now I'm here to fucking play some Skyrim and entertain you beautiful people. And I'm really happy to see all you here. The emotes don't show up on the stream chat. They don't? That's... I wonder if... Ah, that's why. I forgot to enable them. Now they should work. Let's see if they work now. There we are. I forgot to enable them in, whatever the hell it is. There they are, indeed. So, a couple of announcements real quick before we get started with Skyrim. First things first, you may have noticed, if you are very observant, that the font of the scroll down below is different. The chat box to this direction is different. This stuff over here, over here, is all different. And the scroll above my head is different. And there's a couple of reasons for that. I went through and I changed everything over to Streamlabs now. So everything that was set to be used through Nightbot is now entirely through Streamlabs. So the chat, the alerts, the scroll, anything that's like, not the scrolling text, but almost all of it is Streamlabs now. The other thing I'm testing is I'm currently casting using Xsplit tonight for the first time in probably years. I've had a lifetime account with, like, I used to cast exclusively with Xsplit. I'm using Xsplit tonight because I wanted to test it out. Mostly just to see how it worked compared to OBS, see if it's better with PC games, see if it's better with console casting. So I want to hear from you guys how that works, and if you guys like it, if it's better, if it's worse, if you think it's, you know, an improvement, if you want me to stick with it. I'm going to see how it works for certain casts, and I may go back and use OBS for music casts. It all depends on, you know, how everything works out tonight. And then last but not least, I bought some new games, as you can see up here on the list, up there in the top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner, sorry, top left-hand corner for me, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. I'm very excited about that one, because I've been wanting to go back and play Ori and the Blind Forest, because it is fucking incredible. And I was playing it the other night when I was testing. I was doing a quick beam test. I was doing tests. I was up at like fucking 5 in the morning doing video tests on everything to see how everything was working. I was like, Ori is still a fucking great game. I should play more Ori. And I wanted to play Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. So I ended up getting it. So I will be playing that at some point in the future. And then, yeah, I just wanted to change things up a little bit, because I've been using OBS for years. I mean, I would say I've been using OBS for almost 3 years now. And I just, you know, I've heard that XSplit has gotten a lot better over the years, and I really wanted to see if that's true. So I'm gonna try it out tonight. Hopefully it doesn't burn down the cast or my computer in the process. And it could be really cool. What's up, Muffin? How you doing? Home much earlier than expected. Flee, Muffin, flee while you can. Rob's using XSplit. Is that a thing? Is that a true? I think all of y'all are overreacting, but we'll find out. Hey, again, if it breaks the cast, we're gonna find out firsthand. Last thing I should mention, XSplit recently, sorry, not XSplit, Twitch recently upped the bitrate maximum for partners and non-partnered streams. Is that true for both? Maybe they lifted it for everybody, I don't know. But they have now made it so that I could cast, if I wanted to, at 6 megabits per second, or, you know, basically 6,000 kilobits per second. I don't plan to cast at that high a bitrate, but currently tonight I am casting at a average bitrate of 4 megabits per second. We're gonna see how that runs. Let me know how it runs for you on your end, with the transcoders and with all of that jazz, and let's see if it makes the quality of both the stream and the recorded videos better, because again, I'm actually able to do a local record with Xsplit, and I tested it with Skyrim, and everything seemed to be running well, but we'll see how it works tonight. Better than FME? Well, that's pretty much everything, DJ. So I need to turn on incognito mode then. Gee, I wonder if the increased bitrate is because Beam has a high bitrate for partners and non-partners alike. Probably. I would not be surprised if a lot of what's happening on Twitch is in response to Beam. I did some casting, when you said all that jazz, I thought it was a Broadway play. That, well, you know what? That is, definitely one of the reasons that I used that line. Bama, what you're gonna learn about me is that I am a musical theater Broadway nerd. So if I do make musical theater references, that's probably what I intended to do. And all that jazz. I would make a really hideous, Reno Sweeney. Not Reno Sweeney. What the fuck is her name? Roxy Hart. No, the other girl. What the fuck's her name? It's Roxy Hart and... Damn it! What the fuck is her name? Well, now, Bama, now here's the problem, and it's late, so I can't really do this, but now you've got me thinking this song. Give 'em the old razzle-dazzle, razzle-dazzle 'em. So yeah, so there's that. Oh my god, Chicago. I think Chicago was the show that, like, I think I was in my sophomore year of college when Chicago came out, and my dad got a DVD screener of that, and that show blew my fucking mind, because up until then, like, there hadn't really been movie musicals anymore, and the movie musicals that I loved were all, like, from my parents' childhood. So that's not how you say that. My parents' childhoods. My mother and father's childhood. Plural. Fuck. Whatever. English. It's a tough language, boys and girls. I don't know if you know this. Sometimes it's just better not to try. So, what's up, Raider? How you doing? Did I get everybody? Did I say hello to everybody? Is everybody doing well? Everybody having a good... I mean, for those of you who I haven't asked yet, Rob is losing musical theater nerd cred every moment he can't think of a character name. What makes it worse is he's using Xsplit with musical theater. You know what? If it allow, you guys are just trolling me. That's all it is. I know it is. For me, it would be my grandmother and grandmother's childhood, and that's kind of the Disney movies from the 60s. Yeah, well, you know, the funniest thing is, like, some of my favorite movie musicals are definitely, like... Well, it's not my favorite movie musical, but I've definitely become a huge fan of Carousel. Carousel is just a absolutely brilliant movie musical. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. I love the dancing in it, but it's a very old school movie musical in, like, the best and worst way. But I remember watching that on Turner Classic Movies because I think it was nominated for several Academy Awards. That's fair, Muffin. That's fair. Why would we not troll you, you dork? I don't know. Bring it on, Carpenter. Carpenter Brute. Stop stealing my job. I don't remember what else. But yeah, Cabaret. Cabaret is a fantastic movie. Can't think of any others. I've never seen Kiss Me Kate, the movie, but I love the musical, that's for sure. Oh god, you know what, actually, I just forgot, like, one of my favorite ones from when I was growing up as a kid, and it scared the fucking pants off of me when it came out, but it was the movie of Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors was great. God, what is my favorite? One of my favorite songs from Little Shop of Horrors is the I've given you sunlight, I've given you dirt, you've given me nothing but heartache and hurt. Oh, I'm down on my knees. Oh, please grow for me. One of the Rick Moranis in probably one of his best roles next to what he did in Ghostbusters. Such a good movie. And also the guy who played the dentist. 'Cause I'm a dentist, a dentist. You know, just whatever the hell the lyrics are for that. I haven't actually listened to the soundtrack for that show, movie, whatever it is, in a while, but I did have a friend who performed it at a black box theater in New York City, and it was really good, considering it was very low budget, and did not use the movie ending, but it used the traditional ending, which, spoiler alert, if you don't know the traditional ending to Little Shop of Horrors, everybody dies. Not kidding. It is a very fucked up musical. Everybody dies. Everybody. So there you go. Yeah. It was Steve Martin who played the dentist. That's correct. Of course it was Steve Martin who played the dentist. How could I fucking forget that? Yes, Warframe. One of these days I'm gonna play Warframe on cast. But yeah, what's very funny, and one thing, I just missed Mr. Raider. How dare you use that fucking language in here? I'm not ignoring you, Raider. How could I possibly ignore you, the angriest Canadian on planet Earth? That's an impossibility. Oh, ensnare. You ensnare me, you fantastic bastard here. But no, the funny thing that you'll notice, and I will probably mention this again tomorrow, because I will be doing a music cast during the day tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm going to start, but I will probably start sometime around like 11 o'clock, noon, something like that, because I'll be working from home, so I'll be working on music. A lot of the ways that I write electronic music is inspired from stuff that I picked up from listening to rock, jazz, and musical theater, which is focusing on stuff with really strong melodies and harmonies and things that, you know, are built in a round and in a chorus and responding to each other and layered. I mean, it's not all that different from, you know, traditional ways that you build music, but I grew up listening to music that made the melody line key and taught me a fundamental cornerstone of music, which is if you want people to get attached to the music that you make a melody line that they end up humming after they've listened to it. And I remember when Tanner was here, and I hope he's gonna come back in June, I remember playing him a song that I wrote maybe about a year ago, and after it was playing, he was humming it for 2 fucking hours. He could not get it out of his head, and I went, that's a winner. That's a winner, because a good show leaves you wanting to listen to it again and again and again. A great show leaves you humming it when you're walking out of the theater. If you leave a show or a concert, or if you know, finish listening to a song and it's not stuck in your head after it's been playing, it may be a good song, but it's not a great song. It's kind of the line that I love and hate about popular music, because even popular music I can't stand, like certain songs by certain artists, they get drilled into your head and then you cannot get them out. And it's like, well shit, I didn't even know who this artist was, but I can't stop humming this fucking song. A punk show has you spray painting lyrics on police stations. Oh, DJ, that's funny. Rob, I do that with most of your music. Well, hopefully, like I said, the plan is to do a music cast tomorrow, so that is what I have on the docket for tomorrow. I won't be able to cast in the evening because I have rehearsals for a show that I'm in, but I will be casting hopefully between like 12 and 4 tomorrow, and working on some songs that I have in the pipeline. And then for the rest of this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm probably not gonna be able to cast much. The next time you see me will probably be Wednesday evening, and then Friday evening for the Friday night, official Friday night random cast. I don't know what I'll be casting then, but I do want to go back to Hollow Knight. I definitely want to go back to Hollow Knight. And with that, I think we should get into some Skyrim. What do you guys say? It's so good to see all of you here. We got a good bunch of people in the chat. I can see from the numbers over here in Xsplit. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going. Let's keep the fun going. Let's keep this party moving. And let's jump into some Skyrim. What do you guys say? I'm going to hop down over here onto this side. And if I have to switch over to this side, I will. And also, yeah, we hit the follower goal last time. So I'm going to restart that so that the number changes. There we go. Let's start